All right, so here we go. I just hit record. We're gonna get the stars and get you in, get you out, get you celebrating your families. I'm sure you guys are. You're like me, or not like me. I have a ton of rapping to do, and that's why I totally slipped my mind. But we'll get this done. Hey, Trevor, nice to see your face. Um, First of all, I'm gonna go one by one and see how the week is, business wise. What you learned this week, what you plan on learning, um, and we'll start with Bonita.
I learned I'm stronger than I think I am. Even really being modified with my 21-day fix program, I still lost 8 pounds and 4 inches. Um, I also um, I'm really struggling with a lot of it's Christmas excuses. I'll talk to you after Christmas, and I'm working through that. I do have probably about 6 people lined up to start with me in January, so I'm moving past the I'll talk to you after Christmas, and I'm lining them up for January now, just so I can at least have something on the go with them. So I've ran into at least 3 people that have had coaches that have not done anything with them that are going to be joining me in January as well, and probably purchasing new challenge packs so they can get on Shakeology. So I'm finding a lot of that, and I think Gina had come to me too with one too. They're coming out of the woodwork this month where they've heard about my challenge group, and well, I didn't even know you did challenge. Like, I didn't even know what a challenge group was, and so that kind of frustrates me a little. That coaches can sign up people and just not do a challenge group with them.
What is the one thing that I say that this team does that not a lot of teams do?
Yeah,
Right? That's a prime example. Yes, there's 350,000 coaches, but I guarantee only 30,000 are doing what we're doing,
yeah.
and maybe 10% of that are being successful. Only 10% are doing these weekly calls. Only 10% are reminding their coach, "Hey, we have a call." Um, that's what sets us apart from everybody else. Do we got room to grow? Absolutely, we do. Like our whole team, we like from youth six leaders to Carrie and Tara and Cody and Brandon and everybody else that's not on these calls. We all have a ton of room to grow. So 2016 is going to be a breaking year for all of us. You guys are just getting the gist of it. Things are starting to fall into place for you now. So watch, come 2016, you guys are going to have a phenomenal year. You're going to grow as a person, and your business is going to grow, and you're going to get excited on Jaden. I can't hear. You guys are going to get excited about um, growing your own teams. Both of you. Sorry, I'm being interrupted by the family. Um, yeah. Um, so that just goes to show, yes, not a lot of people are sales. That's what it is. People are just selling people. I don't want you guys to do that. If you guys just want to sell, you're on the wrong team. I'm just telling you that right now. You guys are first in my eyes to grow yourself and be the best version of yourselves, whatever that means in your life, right? And then all I want you to do is share your story, not sell, share your story. And the next step is we need to get really good at these challenge groups, right? If we can host an incredible challenge group, then our customers will stay with us because they will be guaranteed results because they won't fall off because they're so into it. Gina, you're one of them, right? Like you were so in tune with the challenge group, and now look at you, you're a rock star, right? um, the challenge groups is what grows us, right? So if we're doing that, we can take that to our customers, get them to see some success, and eventually when times come, then they're into the same positions that we're in, and they want to help other people because other people will come to them. Okay, Tarina, what did you learn this week?
This week, again, it's the same as Bonita. People always wanting to just wait until after Christmas. But, I'm pushing it as instead of a New Year's resolution, a lifestyle resolution type thing. Resolutions don't work 9 times out of 10. So trying to really be on that. And just really working on myself. Really, like this last week's been brutal with the fatigue and just pushing forward.
Perfect, and that's all you got to do. I said it before, December is going to be a tough month. It always is. If you're not starting in September and October, or you have some sort of following, for you new people, don't stress it, okay? I want your very first month to be January. That's when you guys are going to take off, right? And when it comes to next year, we'll be having the conversation in September saying, hey, don't forget what happened last December. Right? So don't stress it. I want you guys to focus on yourselves. There's 1 week left before Christmas, and then people are going to get gift cards, right? They're going to have solutions. If they really want to start in January, where a lot of people will after they get over Christmas, they'll want to start thinking their New Year's resolutions, and we all know what that entails. Fitness is a multi-billion-dollar company for a reason, but I guarantee most of their money's done in January, February, March. So don't even stress that, because you could still probably hit your Success Club and get your product paid for within the last 4 days of the month, right? Because people will be showing up. But you have to have the conversations now and continue with the conversations right up until then. And if you're doing that, then you don't have to stress it. It'll come. May, what did you learn this week?
A lot of the same excuses and challenges about money, for sure. A lot of people are looking to start in the new year, so that's why I'm not really worried too much about that. This week has been more about me focusing on my own motivation, my why. That call with Scotty the other day really made a good point about that I need to focus on that and focus on my own confidence and my personal development.
Absolutely. Personal development plays a big part, especially when it comes into toughness, because if you're not, even if you are like one of the top coaches, when December comes and you get those excuses, and it doesn't matter what the excuse is, you're going to start thinking, well, what am I doing wrong? Why is this not working? What am I doing? That's when the personal development will jump in, because it's going to flip your mindset. You're going to realize, no, I haven't changed anything, right? They're just not ready. But I guarantee next year when it comes, you won't even have that issue. You won't even have an issue, because you're going to be running it from September, October, November, ready to fuel your fire in December. So you're going to have everybody from June, July, August, September talking to you in December, right? Ask Benita. We went through this same thing last year with our team, which is completely different. 1 second. Nope, not there. Which is a completely different team this year, right? The team that we had last year are not here anymore, right? People fall off. People, like, I had a diamond that doesn't even have a coach under her anymore, right? So people fall off for certain reasons, but what I want to tell you guys is, over the next year, you're going to start building a following, and when it comes December, you're going to see that following within the first week and a half, right? If you guys watched me, I hit 10 by the 10th, I think it was 10th or 12th or whatever, but that's because I've been working on these people prior, as well as I was using the hammer and chisel as a huge launch, right? So I went back to all the people that had the 21-day fix, or people that were thinking about the 21-day fix and they wanted something a little bit more. So I just reached back to all the people that I was dealing with. So don't stress that. Gina, what did you learn?
I learned there's a few people that I was talking to before that wanted to wait until January, but they're looking to start up now, actually. Because my challenge group that I posted, it starts the middle of January, and I've been telling them, just due to shipping and that it is taking a little bit longer, that they should order early, and some of them are. So I've found out that just you can use anything to your benefit when it comes to getting people to sign up. You just got to work with it. That's all.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have 6 people committed to start in my group come January. So
Perfect. And you see what you did there is you just closed them. That's all it was. They said they gave you an excuse. You found a way around it, and they're looking to get started earlier than later, right?
yeah.
Another way around that for the people that do want to start and say, I don't want to wait till January, I want to start tomorrow. Fine, order your package. You got Beachbody on demand. You get it today, right? Because the program that you order, you get under your Beachbody on demand.
That is actually what I use. I have 2 people in the group that are in that one that we just started. And that's how I got them to join in, was promoting the on-demand. Because shipping does take a little bit, but with the on-demand, you can get access to it right away. So it's easy. And Benita sends them the cheat sheet so that even though they don't have the containers, they know what the sizes are for each container.
That's right.
And they don't need to wait at all. They can have access to it as soon as it ships, which is what I'm telling them. So
Perfect. You worked around the issue, the problem. So you
Yeah.
just didn't stop. You just kept going, and you found out what the issues were, and you worked around it. And everybody can take that and learn from it. Don't stop at the no. We go for 50 no's. We go for 100 no's, but don't stop at the no. I said it 1,000 times. I like the no. I find it fun. I like it when people tell me no, because then it's a challenge, right? Yes, I like the people that are going to sign up right away. Don't get me wrong, but if someone tells me no right away, I grow as a coach because I learned how to work my way around it, right? I don't give up at that first no. I don't give up at that third no. I don't give up. There's a reason why they're telling me no. And I always go back to, am I showing enough value? That's the first thing I look back at. And if I watch my conversations, there's times that I speed through it, right? And if they're asking for, well, what's the price? Automatically, I'm telling you right now, you're not showing enough value. Because if they're asking for that price, there's a reason why they're asking. If there's enough value, they don't care about the price. I want to start now, right? Or I will sign up tomorrow, right? As a hint to you guys, I never talk about price. I never do until no, there is no until. I send them the link. I don't even tell them what the price is. Okay, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start. Perfect. Here's the link. This is all the information you need. Let me know when it's all done. That's how I do it. I never talk about price in my conversations, ever. The only time I do is when I send them the link and they get to see it. I don't tell them what it is, right? All right, Trevor, what'd you learn this week? It doesn't have to be Beachbody related. It could be anything related.
I actually learned a lot. I've been talking to people. I haven't been on Facebook a whole lot, and so I've been talking to people and starting conversations elsewhere. They've been asking me what I do. I've actually found there's a lot of coaches in Edmonton. They don't do anything, but they're already coaches. And I guess one of my questions I actually want you to answer, or what your view is on it, if you have a coach you come across who has no support from their upline or anything, at any point do you say, hey, jump on my team, let's get you rolling? Like, what's your view on that?
No, I don't do that at all. For one, there's a reason. You can't become a part of my team unless you quit for 6 months. We cannot sign up another coach as a coach underneath our team. It's impossible. There are ways around it, but they have to wait 6 months. So they have to drop out and then come to me 6 months later. And then we can do it that way. Number two, you guys are my priority. You guys are my team, whether you're directly under me or whether you're under Benita or eventually you're under Gina or May or you. You guys are my team and you guys own my time, right? I don't have the time to help someone else's team member, okay? But on the flip side, there's still ways we can work around that where we're not just giving up on somebody. Like I met someone at the Tanya event. He's a brand new coach, just hit Emerald, but his coach doesn't know a thing. But this guy is like me. He's like, go, 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 go. So what you do is just direct him to Scotty Hub's YouTube page. Bottom line, anything he wants to learn, that's where you go. If there's something that I can't help you with or you can't help them with, Scotty Hobbs' YouTube page has absolutely everything. All they have to do is go to his page, search what they're looking for, and there it is. And if not him, then you can send them to Caleb's. right? Because they have everything there. But yeah, no, I don't take anybody on. There was only one time I was thinking about it last year for Lindy Davis, and she's actually going to be talking to the Edmonton coaches in January. And it's because she didn't get along with her coach, right? And she just wanted some mentorship outside of what she was getting. So yeah, so the answer is I don't take them on, and I will just send them to Scotty Hobbs' YouTube page and let them run with it, right? You don't have to have you don't need to have an upline to be a successful coach, right? Scotty Hobbs, I'm blessed that I have Scotty Hobbs, but I'm succeeded because of my drive, right? It's not because of Scotty Hobbs. Yeah, he's done some things to flip my mindset and push me in the right directions, but at the end of the day, it wasn't Scotty Hobbs that did my work. It was me that did the work, right? It was me that Googled stuff. It was me that did the research on Beachbody in their back offices. It was me that created my own team. It was me that decided to do 60 invites a day. It was me that decided to work out every day. It wasn't Scotty Hobbs, right? So you can tell those people, it doesn't matter who your upline is. You want to be successful in this business, you'll be successful in this business. We're lucky because we have a great upline, right? We have Scotty, we have Lindsay, and they're teaching me how to be an even better coach, right? But the only reason why they're teaching me that is because I see what can happen if you put enough time into this business and you go after your dreams, you go after your goals. They're showing me, no, this is reality. This is what happens. It can happen, right? So that's what they've taught me, and that's how they continue to motivate me. Scotty has his own ways of motivating me. He knows how I think. He knows when to give me that pat on the back when I need it. And usually that's all I need to step up or to realize, hey, you're good at what you do and keep going. So another recognition. Today is 3 weeks, and I'm going to put Gina on the spot because I didn't see her update today. What were your final results of the 21-day fix?
I didn't do mine. I'm going to do them in the morning. I only weigh and measure in the morning. You caught me too late. I will send them in the morning.
Okay, fair enough. I'm looking forward to seeing them. Benita, what was your triumph? What was the takeaway 3 weeks later?
I'm stronger than I think I am. I pushed through even though I had bad back and everything, and I busted through that plateau like a fox.
Which was what?
8 pounds down, 4 inches.
Fantastic. That's huge. 3 weeks, 8 pounds. Average weight loss is 2 pounds a week. So you killed it.
And
right?
I modified the modifier, and I still lost the 8 pounds and 4 inches. So
yeah. And you did that because you dialed into
nutrition.
You dialed into the nutrition like a rock star, and that's what we needed to do. So we got 2 weeks left, and you guys can still enjoy Christmas and New Year's, right? And you don't have to feel guilty about it because you kicked ass, right? Come January 4th, I'm hoping you guys are all a part of that little contest I'm putting together because that's strictly made for us, right? Like I said before in the notes, there is going to be 2 prizes. One, it will be just based on all the points. We're going to split the money. Okay, so one will be team vote on best results, and the other one will be, if I'm not mistaken, will be just total number of everything combined, right? So you got 2 options. We might even do it 3 years. I have to reread how I wrote it all out because I know I have the challenge points in there. I just whipped it up and then I haven't gone over it since because I wasn't worried about it until January. So we got the challenge points and so forth too, which is going to help, but it's also made to help us grow as coaches. So there are going to be some individual stuff that's going to push you a little bit out of your comfort zones for some of you. Some of you, it's not even comfort zones anymore, but it's going to just help you guys grow as coaches. So that's the plan with that. And the more people we get involved, if we get enough people involved, then it won't be $20. It'll be $10, right? But I'm just saying 20 because we want it to be a motivational goal, right? You know, if we can walk away with 250 in 8 weeks, why not? That's huge, right? That's enough to push me to hit my goal, right? So, and if we get enough people involved, then we'll drop it down to 10, right? And this goes for all new coaches you guys signed in before then, if you guys signed anything too. So that'll be a great little incentive to get them started right. Okay, 1 second here. Topics next week we're gonna learn. I only did we only did Friday. Again, this is for all the coaches that are ready to go to Emerald. And again, I wanted you guys to be all caught up in the prior assignments because you're going to need them to move into the next step into becoming Emerald. I know some of us are already Emeralds, but it's still a great refresher because it's a good way of teaching your team on how to hit Emerald in the future. So this week's topics will be customer conversion, how you earn, coach opportunity presentation, handling objections about coaching, and being the proof of the product. We all know why that is important, being the proof of the product. This 21-day fix that Gina, myself, and Benita did shows that it works, right? That's a transformation that you're going to be able to, and especially for Gina, that's your very first transformation that you're going to be able to show everybody to say, hey, this stuff works, right? I was bang on for 21 days and these are my results, right? Same with Benita. Benita can now use that where before we were at a little bit of plateau for a few months and she can bounce back and say, here it is, 21 days, I've lost 8 pounds, right? And then when it comes to this 8-week challenge, you're really going to be able to fuel that fire with it. My suggestion is hammer and chisel. I'm doing it. That's why it's 60 days. It's going to be 8 weeks. And I know a couple of you other ones are going to be doing it also, right? So it's going to be a great way to promote the product, at the same way grow yourself and show an amazing transformation in 2 months. And really that's what this business is based on, is your own transformations, your own stories, your own struggles, your own triumphs when doing this program. So I personally, I'm really going to dig deep on this one because I haven't had a huge transformation for a while. So and it's going to be tough. My hips are bothering me again, but I'm going to push forward. I'm going to do whatever I can to do it. I'm limping like crazy lately. I don't know what the surgeon's going to say, but I have to make the appointment because I know there's something wrong. So, but I'm going to push forward. I'm going to push forward with you guys. And I hope some of you are out there to challenge me because I want that $250. So I want you guys to go hard. Okay, so for those that have not seen this video, I got a quick little video to show. And we'll go from there. 1 second. I'm sorry? And 1 sec. I hate this thing. One sec, I'll be there in a second. I'll figure it out. I did have this all set up. Sorry. I don't know where it went. Okay, give me 1 second. Oh, there it is.
Beachbody coaches. But seriously, as an Emerald coach, you're not just a Lone Ranger anymore. You've set yourself apart as a leader that's laying the groundwork for an amazingly powerful organization. Alright, so how do you become an Emerald coach? Good news is it's pretty simple. All you need to do is find 2 people that are ready and willing and excited to join your team as Beachbody coaches. Personally sponsor those 2 people, place one on the left side of your organization and one on the right side of your organization. Make sure they have their 50 personal volume points to get them active. And boom! You, my friend, are a new Emerald coach. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, so when should you become an Emerald coach? As soon as possible. ASAP! One of the first goals you should make is to become an Emerald coach in 3 weeks. Oh, 2 weeks. No, stop. You want to advance your business as fast as possible, right? Then make it your goal to advance in the first week. There's really nothing holding you back from doing that. Everybody can find 2 people. Next question is, who should I ask to be coaches on my team with me? Long story short, everybody. Get out there and start sharing this amazing opportunity with everyone you come across, and becoming Emerald will naturally happen. Honestly, share with people how Beachbody's changing your life and how they could benefit from it. Whether it's for the 25% coach discount, or just the accountability of being a coach, or the full-on financial opportunity of being a business builder.
Bonus tip.
When you're thinking about who, a great place to start would be your spouse. Okay, and where should you go Emerald? That's a weird question. In your underwear? Maybe? I don't know. Moving on to the biggest question of all, why should you be an Emerald Beachbody coach? Listen, if you want to max out this amazing network marketing opportunity, then earning rank advancements has to be part of your business. When you advance your business to Emerald and you encourage your downline coaches to do the exact same with theirs, everybody will grow. With that focus, Diamond and Star Diamond rank advancements will naturally start to happen. Your entire organization and team volume will start to blow up. Not to mention you'll be eligible for prizes, Team Cycle bonus, which is where residual fortunes are made, Success Club leads, and customer leads. You'll even have the opportunity to qualify for awesome trips and vacations paid for by Beachbody. Most importantly is when you and your coaches advance to Emerald rank, you're creating leaders of teams. Always remember this. The coach doesn't go out and win the Super Bowl. The coach leads a team that goes out and wins the Super Bowl. It's the exact same concept with Team Beachbody. Everyone out there watching this video right now, I want to challenge you to be an Emerald coach if you're not already. And hey, if you're a leader out there and you got some value from this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all those buttons. Boop, 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 boop. Push them and have a great day. Love you guys. Peace.
Okay, so that was just a quick video. If you guys haven't seen it, I know my downline coaches get that video in their very first email that I sent them. It just explains what Emerald's about. When you hit Emerald, then you start seeing your team volume, and that's really where the compensation plan kicks in. That's when you start to see some residual income. That's where you start to see some money come into your account, where it's not always based on what you are helping people get into. For example, if you don't have any challenge packs sold, if your team is still doing their you know their 3 vital behaviors into helping others, you're going to see a percentage of that, and that's how you grow your business in the long run. So that's our goal for the big year. I want you guys to hit emerald as quick as you can, because that's going to lead to diamond, like Caleb said, and star diamond, and 2-star diamond, 3-star diamond, 4-star diamond, and I'm hoping you all surpass me when it comes to that. And I think a lot of you will. So emerald rank is the very first rank that you hit, and then you got to continue doing that. You can't let your foot off the pedal. You got to continue doing that. Each and every month is continually add to your group of coaches, and even for the first little while, you're going to see yourself up and down, up and down, up and down, and that happens. And I don't want you to get discouraged with that, because things will fall into place when they're supposed to fall into place, right? But as long as you know the steps to take to get to that level, which means you always have to always add to your team, right? Because what you're doing is you're building your foundation. You're just breaking the ground when you're hitting emerald, right? You want to go about 2 or 3, 4 layers deep in the ground before you can actually build a structure, right? You have to have a really good base. So you want to have 3 or 4 levels down. So what I mean by that is, for example, there's me, then there's Benita, and then under Benita is Gina, and then under Gina, she'll have her coaches, and under her coaches, she'll have more coaches, right? And that's 4 or 5 levels deep. That's when you have a good foundation. That's when you really start to understand what's happening in your business. Is you're learning it, then you're learning how to teach it, and then you're teaching your coaches how to teach it, and then your coaches are teaching their coaches, and you see how it goes, right? We're always constantly teaching people how to move ahead. And when that all starts to fall in place, and we take the time, and you guys start having your own Zoom calls, your own team meetings, and so forth, that's when everything is about to explode. And that's what 216 is all about for me. I see it coming. I know it's going to happen. We have some really great members on our team right now. And it's just going to attract a lot more like-minded people. Like May's husband, he went to the event on Saturday, and now he's part of our team, right? So that's just how it's all going to start. So that being said, once you hit emerald, you're going to see some team cycles. I got one more video to show, and then we're almost done. This one is on how the compensation plan works.
every balanced 300 team volume points in your bank. That means we're going to subtract 200 from the side that has the most team volume and 100 from the other side. And every time we can do that with the balance that's left in your team volume accounts, you earn a cycle. So let's go back. I have 3,000 on Jimmy Superfly Snuka side and 1,800 on the Robot Guy side. So Jimmy Superfly Snuka side has more volume, so I'm gonna subtract 200 from that side and 100 from Robot Guy side. Okay, let's do the math. 3,000 minus 200 is gonna leave me with 2,800 points, and 1,800 minus 100 on the other side leaves me with 1,700 points on my right side. So that's one cycle. All right, let's see if we can do it again. I subtract 200 from the side with the most team volume, so that's 2,800 minus 200, which leaves me a balance of 2,600 on that side. On RobotGot's side, I subtract 100, which leaves me a balance of 1,600 on that side. You have just cycled twice. Oh, so much fun. And we just keep going until we run out of team volume. So, can I do it again? Yes, that's 3 cycles. Can I do it again? That's 4 cycles. And again, 5 cycles. And again, 6 cycles. And again, 7 cycles. And again, 8 cycles. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. That's 15 cycles. Uh-oh. I just ran out of team volume on Superfly's side. Oh well, I still cycled 15 times. Now, how much is that worth? Well, if I'm an Emerald coach, I make $14 for every cycle, so I would have earned $210. And if you're a Ruby coach, you would earn $16 per cycle, so that would be $240. And if you are a Diamond coach, you would earn $18 per cycle. That's $270. And I still have 300 points in my right bank. And that will stay in my bank and roll over to the next week as long as I stay active. Now, if I go inactive, it all goes away and I gotta start all over again from scratch. So that's how it works. Now, I've gotta get back to work. Superfly, you're in. Astronaut Guy, you're in.
Okay, so you guys understand? Did you see how that works for the new coaches? And why I stress Emerald is such a, it's such a promotion in your business, because that's when you guys really start to see. Oh, 1 second. That's when you guys really start to see your business grow and that extra income grow, because all you guys are seeing right now is what you do. But when you start building a team, and then it really gets, your mind really opens up to what can happen with your business. I remember the first time that I saw it, when it wasn't even much, it was $25, but it was $25 from my team, and I was just like, huh, I get how this works now, right? So until you see that, you're not really sure, because all you're doing right now is working on your own. But within the next 3-4 months, you're going to see that you're going to have a team that you're going to be working with. And that's when it really gets exciting. That's when you guys are going to start buying in. Brandon, you better be paying attention, because I know you're walking back there in the background. I can see a shadow. That's when I really hope you guys really dial into what this business can do for you. I know some of you have the multi-level marketing background already, but this compensation is really top notch. It's perfect for what we do. I've seen what it can do for our business. I know what it can do for your lives. But you guys got to believe in yourselves. But you have to hit Emerald, and then when you hit Emerald, you can't stop. You want to keep hitting Emerald. So you want to keep adding your coaches and keep adding coaches and keep adding coaches. When you become Emerald 4 times and you help 2 coaches do the same, you're Diamond. That's how it works, right? So keep that simple. And I don't want you. I made this mistake in the past by We're always talking about finding all these rock stars, and you know, what do we got to do to find all these rock stars that we need? You don't need many. You get 2 or 3 rock stars that are building like you are in your team, and you guys are seeing a significant income difference. Okay, you only need 1 or 2 to get started, right? And then you work with those guys. You work with them as much as you can, and when you see that they are 3 or 4 leaders deep, then you go find another one, and you find that one, and you show them how to get 3 to 4 levels deep. Then you go find another one. That's how Lindsay Matway did it. That's how Melanie Mitchell did it. Alyssa Shoemaker. They all started here. Scotty Hobbs. They had 1, 2. They taught them how to do it, and they moved on, right? Because you don't have to babysit them. There's going to be a time that, Tarina, I won't have to follow up with you. I still will, like I do with Benita, but it'll be on different level, right? There's going to be a time that we just check in, but it's because you're independent from me and you already know how to run your business, right? That's when you really know when you're successful, is when you can start teaching your team to do the same thing. And we're all going to grow with this. We're all going to learn how to do this together, because now we have a first level, or even some of us are actually right now I'm at 3 levels with Gina being here under Benita, or 2 levels. All right. No, I am 3 levels because I have Tara, then I have Carrie, and then I have May. So there's 3 levels deep. I want to go 2 more, which means we have to grow as coaches. We have to start adding our coaches. And that's what this next week or so in the Emerald phase is all about, especially for the coaches that are not on these calls tonight. That's what this is all about, is getting you guys to Emerald. And then we get to Emerald and we grow from there. And we start teaching your coaches, because we want to do the same thing with Coach Basics next month, right? But you guys aren't going to want to do the training again. You have already done it, right? You'll unless you just want a refresher, which is fine. But what we want to do is get your team members into it, right? And my new coaches into it, and do the process all over again and teach them how to do it. And we'll all see ourselves grow. Some of us are going to Summit, and I guarantee if you guys focus for the next 6 months, Summit will not come out of your pocket. The whole trip will be paid for through Beachbody. That will be the compensation that you're looking for. It will pay for the whole trip. I guarantee you that. But you just have to focus in now. We've got 6 months or 5 months to get it done. And there's going to be a couple of things that are going to help you out in the future. Beachbody Classic will happen in February. I'm almost positive of it. It happened before, which is a good business building opportunity. And then Hardcore, the new workout that's coming out, Hardcore, is coming out in February as well, I think. So there's going to be a couple of things to do to help you out with your business. But our team calls are getting bigger. Our team calls are getting better. You guys are being very engaged in the groups. I do recommend you guys all go to that challenge that I'm putting on, read through it, ask me if there's any questions, and then let me know if you're going to do it by adding your name to the document, and get excited. January 4th is coming real quick. Again, I'm doing hammer and chisel. I know Cody is, because I've already challenged him. So it's up to you guys whether you guys want to do hammer and chisel or if you want to do another program, but it is going to be an 8-week program. So you guys can decide if you want to do a couple of rounds of 21-day fix or whatever you want to do, right? That's your choice. Any questions? Any feedback from anybody? Anita? No? Tarina? You good? May? Gina? Numbers tomorrow morning. Can't wait to see them. Trevor? When are you starting? You keep on telling me last week and the week before. When do you start? I want everybody to know your start date.
I'm full of excuses. I don't know, what's the date? 20th. I'll just go. Let's just go the 2nd.
Okay. So just so everybody knows, I still believe in Trevor 100%. He's been inactive for a little bit, but he's going through some of his own stuff. But I'm not here to give up on him, because he's still showing up to the calls. He still reaches out to me all the time. And to me, it's not about money. It's about growing yourself. So he's still showing up. He's still listening to the calls. He's not doing the training yet, but again, he's dealing with some stuff on his own, and I believe in him, so I'm not giving up on him yet. And that is the reason why he's not out of the group. for those of you that have known me that I've been running this for a while, you have seen some people disappear. I'm not going to chase anybody. I will come to you a few times to see if you're going to grow. But honestly, my group is for active coaches. And that's because I believe in you guys and I want you guys to grow. But if you're not active, that means you're not growing, right? Or you're not believing in the product, or you're not doing the product. And I'm not chasing anybody. I spent 1.5 years doing that with my first team, and it got me nowhere. It just got me, it stressed me out a lot. So now all I ask is for you just to show up and make sure you are growing yourself. And if times become that are tough, just reach out to me, and we'll work through it, because I get it. Life gets in the way. But remember, when you're doing everything that you should be doing, your product's paid for with those 3 people that you help. And if you really want to grow your business, then you push for 5 people a month, right? That's been my my goal since I've started July of last year, and I'm going on 18 months at Success Club 10. And because I drove so hard, I never stopped at 10. I'm finishing off the year being Scotty's top Success Club earner, also over 200 Success Club points for the year. And that's just because I never stopped. And there were a few months that I just stopped at 10, but there were many months that I went way above 10. So I believe in you guys. Just believe in yourselves, work on that personal development, do all the trainings, try to get them, do them every day, then you don't have to worry about it. We'd be almost done this group now, but I took weekends off for people just to be able to catch up and do the ones that they missed, because again, I believe in you guys, and I know your whole lives isn't Beachbody, but I guarantee you guys keep going the way you're going, and one day it will be. It's going to be perfect, right? Fantastic call. Thanks again, guys. We will meet up. Unless some of you guys are away next weekend, we can still do Sunday, because it is Christmas, right? So I don't know what you guys are doing. Either way, I will do a call on Sunday. If I have to announce, just record it and do something on my own, that's fine. But let's do the assignments this week, and let's just continue to have those conversations. And if everything works out, a couple of you could be Emerald by the end of the month still, right? So, or spouses, Brandon, or Mike. Right? It can happen, right? Yeah, it's that easy. It's just having a couple of conversations. That's all it is. And let's just start working on ourselves and believe in yourself. That's all I need you guys to do. That's it. Bye.